Good morning all. So now we are going to discuss the calculation of the orifice meter, for which we have calculated the actual flow rate or the actual discharge, and also we have calculated the value of H. This difference in the height will be giving us the value of theoretical discharge. So this theoretical discharge and the actual discharge is going to give us the value of CD, that is the coefficient of discharge. So orifice meter, again this is used to measure the discharge of the fluid. Our aim is same, to calculate the coefficient of discharge for orifice meter or CD. Now the apparatus that we are going to use is orifice meter over here, and if we go for the calculation, what is the formula that we have discussed in the lecture for the coefficient of discharge, where the vena contracta is being developed for the orifice meter. So it is given by this formula, where QA stands for Q actual, or the actual discharge that we have calculated, means how much amount of time is required to fill 10 liter of the tank. It is going to give you actual discharge. So actual discharge is given by coefficient of discharge CD into area of orifice, area of inlet, 2 into G. G is acceleration due to gravity. H, the height, the difference in the height of the mercury that we have obtained. Again under root of, so basically this is again in the under root and this is again in the under root. So under root of area of the inlet and area of the orifice. So A1 squared minus A0 squared. Now as we know, we have only obtained the value of H. So what about the other values? So let me just tell you, for the G we are going to put 9.81, that is acceleration due to gravity. 2 is again constant, 2 into G into H, and H, I'm just since we have obtained the difference in the height of the mercury. So if you remember, we have obtained 30 centimeter minus 11 14 centimeter minus 11 centimeter, right? So it was 3 centimeter Hg, and since the fluid which is filled over there is Hg, so therefore we are going to obtain the reading in 3 centimeter Hg. So of course we need to convert the centimeter into the meter, and then we are going to put this particular thing over here, that is 3 into 10 to the power minus 2. So that will be giving you in meter Hg. So that value you are going to put over here. What about the value of A0 and A1? So as I told you, A0 is the area of the orifice, that is the vena contracta at vena contracta, and A1 is the inlet area. So obviously for that particular thing to calculate, or the area to calculate, the diameter should be given. So which diameter would be large? So the diameter at the inlet, that is the diameter D1, would be greater than the diameter of the vena contracta or at the orifice. So that is D1 should be greater than D0. So let us just see what is the value of D0. So the value of D or the D, we can say D0 or the orifice diameter. So it is 16 mm. So again we will be converting it into meter 10 to the power minus 3, and this D1 is 26 mm. So this is the diameter of inlet. So as you can see, D0 is 16 mm and D1 is 26 mm, which indicates that D1 is greater than D0, and which is but obvious that we have seen as per the equipment. So based on this diameter which are given, we would be able to calculate the value of respective D0 or D orifice and D1, which is again area. You know how we are going to calculate the area. So area will be calculated by pi by 4 D square. So for calculating A0 we will be putting D0, and for calculating A1 we will be putting D1, and the respective values are over here. So which is what? Pi by 4 D square is the cross section area. So definitely the liquid is flowing through the cross section, so we are going to keep the cross section area over here as we have discussed in the class. So with the help of this A0 and A orifice and A1 or the A inlet, we are going to put all these values. So we have now A0, we have now A1, 2, G is 9.81. We again have the value of H that we have obtained experimentally, that is 3 centimeter of Hg, or 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter of Hg. Again A1 square and A0 square. By putting all these values, this particular value will be known to us. will be known. If we know this value, that is nothing but Q theoretical. So again, by the formula of CD, what we know, CD is nothing but, or the coefficient of discharge is nothing but the ratio of Q upon Q actual upon Q theoretical. So this is the Q theoretical. We are going to keep it on the left hand side, and therefore it will be in the denominator. So and the Q actual is what? Q actual is, as I told you, the time taken for filling the 10 liters of the water. So the time we have obtained in our case is 50 seconds. So we are going to put this value over here, and with the help of that we will be keeping we will be finding the value of Q actual, and this Q actual upon whatever is this value, Q theoretical, will be giving you the value of CD. So based on what is that, of course the value of A0, A1, 2G is constant over here. What is that value which is varying here? So only the value of H. So based on the change in the flow rate, the change in the difference in the height will be varying, and the value of this H will be varying. So based on this varying values of H, the value of QT will be varying. So based on these different values of H, we would be able to obtain the value of different QT, and this different ratio will be giving us different values of CD, but this should not exceed than 1, means CD should always be less than 1. So this is how you can calculate the different values, and this is all about the calculation of the orifice. Thank you all.